The American dream of homeownership has turned into the nightmare of foreclosure for hundreds of thousands of American families. But there is a way out for many, a modification to the terms of their mortgage. As with any crisis, there's a lot of misinformation out there. In this video, we'll bust some of the major myths about mortgages, foreclosures, and loan modifications.
Myth number 1. Mortgage companies want to take your home away.
Well, make no mistake, your mortgage company will, given the right circumstances, take your home away. It happens every day, in every city in this country, with alarming frequency. But generally speaking, people who work for banks are just like any other person you would enjoy spending time with, were circumstances different. No, they don't want to take your home away, but they will do it if they need to. In fact, in most circumstances, foreclosing on a home is costly to lenders, and they typically take a loss when they do it.
Myth number 2. I can't get a modification because of how my mortgage contract is written.
Oh, this one's a big fat lie. Any contract can be modified as long as both parties agree.
Myth number 3. I'm too far behind to get a modification.
Another myth. Again, it depends on your approach and whether or not you have shown good faith. No matter how far behind you are, if you show the bank that you're capable of making a modified payment on a timely basis from this point forward, you're likely to get an offer. On the other hand, if you're significantly behind, have made no good faith payments, and the sheriff's sale on your house is next week, no, you won't get a modification, and you only have yourself to blame.
Myth number 4. I'm not behind on my payments, so I can't get a modification.
Well, there is some truth to this myth, but it's not impossible to get a modification under these circumstances. So long as you're making timely payments, lenders are more likely to believe that you're capable of continuing to do so and will hesitate to offer modification. But if you do show that your circumstances have changed and you're in imminent danger of falling behind, you may find them very willing to work with you.
Myth number 5. The government's going to solve my problems for me.
Yeah, right. Don't believe it. There are a few isolated programs out there, but it's up to you to take the initiative. The government is not your lender and can't force the lender to offer you a modification.
Myth number 6. A loan modification will ruin my credit.
No, in fact, it's very likely to help it. If, for example, you're a couple months behind and you get a modification and then start paying timely every month, your credit score will go up.
Myth number 7. I can get my bank to reduce the principal of my loan because I'm disabled, or a veteran, or poor, or divorced, or whatever.
Well, okay, it does happen, but it's extremely rare. It's rare enough to call it practically a non-existent practice. You're better off trying to get the terms changed, interest reduced, or the term lengthened.
Myth number 8. The banking industry now has programs to help struggling homeowners.
No, bankers have not suddenly seen the light. They exist to make money for themselves, their executives, and their stockholders, and that's their only reason for existence, and, well, frankly, that's the way it should be. The banking industry as a whole has no universal program, although some individual banks and lenders do. However, the purpose of the program is 1, good publicity, and 2, to keep as much of your money coming into their coffers as they can. Take advantage of programs that are available, but be sure to look out after your own interests in the process.
Myth number 9. Congress will protect me.
Well, this is a very dangerous assumption to make. There's no entitlement program tied to home ownership in the U.S. or any other country in the world that we know of, and as a result of the housing crisis, the federal government is responding with some limited programs which may help you. However, these are not meant to be universal by any means. We hope this video has cleared up some of the major myths about mortgages. If you're behind on your mortgage payments and in danger of foreclosure, you need to take action now. But what should you do? The answers can be found in a new publication, The Loan Modification Guide. It contains all the information you need to survive troubled times and keep your home. Visit loanreliefservices.com and learn more about this valuable resource. It includes the comprehensive guide, an instructional DVD, and 2 audio CDs. The Loan Modification Guide, available from loanreliefservices.com.